And what he found was the people who are the wealthiest, they were men who married women who were more frugal than those men. If a woman truly understood that, that's when you become a wife. I'm sorry. I know a lot of women are like, no, he needs to have enough money to support my lifestyle.
What are the requirements that you need to have in order to date me, a single mom of 3 kids? Number 1 is that you need to be making at least $130K a year, and you need to have at least 2 side hustles. If you cannot make $130K or more, then you are out of my fucking league. How do you expect to give me money for my kids if you only make $50K a year? Second is I don't date men that are younger than me because for obvious reasons. So if you are 26 and over, then you qualify. 26 to 35 is the age limit. Okay, I feel like 35 is pushing it because they look old as already. So I'm 26, I'm a baby, so yeah. You have to have at least 3 cars under your name. Your second car has to have 8 seats because I have 3 kids. So I want them to be comfortable whenever we go with you on a trip or something. You want me to come with you, I'm gonna bring my kids, and you need to have enough space for my kids. So that's why I require you to have an SUV and a vehicle of your own if you're gonna be dating me. Another requirement is that you have to have a property under your name, and you have to be looking into getting your second property. You have to get a home that has 6 rooms because each of my kids have to be in their own room. So you have to be considerate. Purchase a house that has 6 rooms because that's only common sense. And if you cannot meet those requirements, then you're not the one. The last requirement is that it has to be pink. If it's not pink, no. Pink and brown go together. Pink and brown, like what? Duvalin, you know?
Is this rage bait?
I think she's talking about the guy's
no,
wiener.
it's not satire.
I do believe that she believes that, even though she may have made that as rage bait. I do.
Bro, I know billionaires who live in a 2-bedroom apartment and don't have 3 cars.
I know a billionaire who owned Tesla who slept on a couch from Sergey Brin for years. Elon Musk, who's one of the wealthiest men in the world, was sleeping on his buddy's couch. It's like this idea that we have to spend money. Okay, maybe if that's what you want, then go find a guy who's doing that. But one thing I've seen is that the guys who I see spend the most money on women are not the wealthiest dudes I know. The wealthiest dudes I know marry women who want to protect the empire. There's a great book on this. It's called The Millionaire Next Door. And one of the things they show is that the men who are the wealthiest, so this guy was a tax preparer, he was an accountant, and he went through he could see the income from all of his thousands of clients. And he was able to discern, okay, what's the income that this guy got that made him so wealthy? And what's the income that this person got that made them so in debt? And what he found was the people who are the wealthiest, they were men who married women who were more frugal than those men. Women who are, again, there's offense and defense. Offense is how much money I make. Defense is how much money I'm spending. So defense is how do I stop spending so much money? Finding a woman who isn't going to spend you out of house and home is how you create generational wealth. And it's really funny because we're really losing that understanding now. We're losing that understanding, and now we're just like, the man makes money specifically so that they can have a huge $600,000 wedding. She can have a bag, and then is that too little? Creed was $600,000 too little.
That's how much my dress is going to cost.
Oh, that's what I'm saying.
$600,000. Jeez.
I think if you guys understood the time value of money and saw where you were going to be in several years, then you would understand wasting money on these frivolous things when we could be happy together and our children could go to a better university and we could take vacations as a family and get a second home and invest in those homes instead of a car that depreciates or a bag that becomes worthless. If a woman truly understood that, that's when you become a wife. I'm sorry. I know a lot of women are like, no, he needs to have enough money to support my lifestyle.
And my 3 kids.
And you can believe that.
Let's
if you
get
want.
another one for the baby daddy too.
For the 3 baby daddy.
For the
3 baby daddy.
That's the reason
baby
there were
daddy.
6. That's the reason there were 6 rooms.
Oh my
You need
God.
1 room for the baby daddy to come visit, and so she can
Well, that's why
slide
you
in
need
there.
6 cars for each baby daddy.
Yeah.
I feel
My
like
question
you should
is
have
what-
both, though.
6 bedrooms.
I feel like there's a balance because personally for me, I can maintain my own lifestyle. I'm 27. I have a $500,000 house. I don't have kids. I have a dog. I got a big ass. She costs just as much as a kid.
Hell
Period.
I buy myself everything I want. With that being said, I buy shoes 3 times a year, maybe 3-4 times. Bag once a year. I'm not crazy. I feel like you can treat yourself.
Of course.
You know?
I think so. But the problem, this is the way I've always seen it, is that women will date a man and then they think on the other side of this man is this just endless pile of money, and it just exists. They don't look at the P&L statements, what his expenses were in his business that month. They don't look at the stress that he went through. They don't look at the fact that he may be over levered in order to keep his company afloat. They don't look at anything. They just think there's this amalgamous ethereal pile of money that just exists for her to extract through credit cards. And
My favorite thing is when I see girls react to the prices of tables.
oh yeah.
Yeah. You see the one where
Oh, I
the girls
bat
saw
my
the
eye.
dinner bill
I'm
and
like,
she's like,
okay.
I shouldn't be seeing this. I'm just a girl. Don't let me see this.
Like, I have
Oh
to
my
go to the
God.
restroom.
All I'm gonna say is, besides the age thing, I meet all her requirements.
There you go.
You know,
Every
there,
Daddy.
Call me.
there,
Baby daddy.